Everybody, how's it going? So I've got this handy tool in front of me, which is a little map, and it fills in countries that you have visited in the world. Not using it for that purpose today. What I'm using it for is to keep track. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do a little list of all of the sort of countries which I find hard in Geoguessr to sort of like help me like see which areas I need to practice. So it's going to be ones that I just find an absolute nightmare to region guess. And just find, yeah, just difficult countries to region guess in the game. First up, we'll go east to west. We'll go with America. Yeah, I mean, all of this looks kind of the same. So does this. East Coast does as well. Um, so many. I forgot about the plains. All of them look the same. Horrible, horrible country to guess. Canada as well. Probably gonna have to go in there. I'm sort of it can there's some metas which I know how to tell which state I'm in, but I don't know how many times I've gone East Coast on West Coast and vice versa. So that's on there as well. Mexico, yeah, another one which I'm getting better at, but I do know specific areas, but this sort of mess in the middle, which is dry but also green, and then the desert also just looks all the same. That's got to go on there. That's Guatemala there, isn't it? I know how to know the flat bit, but I mean the rest of it is all just sort of jungle and hilly jungle. So yeah, it's got to go on there as well, I think. Um, Costa Rica. I still sometimes get it confused with Panama, so that's got to go on there as well. And as Panama will have to do as well. Um, okay, next up, Colombia. Yeah, look, I was gonna say I know how to tell how we're in the north or not, but I still can go east of Andes on that, and then I mean the rest is just mountains, so that as well. Um, Ecuador, yeah, same as for Colombia. It's just sort of hilly. I can get the south of it, but the rest is just hills. Maybe I need to work on a bit more. Peru, Peru, yeah, that's gonna have to as well. I mean, it's green in the north, but it's dry in the south. But also, it can be dry up here and green down here. So, yep, Bolivia. I'm not as bad at Bolivia, but certainly in terms of there's people who know all the roads. I mean, I know how to get La Paz. But then again, the rest of it does all sort of look the same. Yeah, but Brazil, Brazil. Brazil's a big country, and I'm pretty good at telling where in certain parts of it we are. But then I'm thinking about this bit down here and trying to tell where I am here, and then also when it's the northeast, I'm trying to tell where in the northeast, and then there's the whole of the Amazon, which I sort of just click at and guess. So that's gonna have to go on there as well. Paraguay, haven't even looked at it yet. Uruguay, yeah, it's all just sort of flat and looks the same, and I just sort of click middle most of the time. So yep, that's as well. Argentina, um, Argentina, yeah, Argentina's one of I don't want to say my worst countries. I'm okay at it, but you see this bit down here, this really long bit. I think that just looks exactly the same, and I just click Chubut on it every time. I know how to tell where the mountains are. It's hard not to. And I know how to tell when it's green, but also I've gone Buenos Aires on fucking like Chaco before, so that's on the list as well. And Chile. Yep. So that's pretty much all of South America I need to work on, and North America, so that's great. I mean, the Atacama is just a dry ball of dust, and then this is like just massive mountains, and then this is green. So, yep, that's on there as well. Good start. Good start. Okay, Senegal. There used to be the meta where it was they had the white car and the silver car, but they've it's not as prominent anymore. And have I ever been ballsy enough to guess on one of these roads up here? No, I just click somewhere around Dakar most of the time. So that's on there. Um, this is Ghana. Ghana's going on there because look, yeah, you've got the split between the dry and the green. A chimp could know the difference between that. As for this sort of this bit down here, that's green and you've got lots of palms and it's a bit hilly. I don't think I've ever done a really good guess down there, so no. Nigeria, yeah, I'm preemptively just clicking everyone because it's gonna have to be, isn't it? Nigeria, again, it was one of my better countries, but in terms of me classing myself as good at it, I generally think it might be one of my best countries. But as for like guessing, I can tell here or here when it's super obvious, but the rest of it, how do people even do that? I nearly forgot about Tunisia. I'm not really even going to briefly mention it. It's all just dry and sort of deserty. You've got the car behind you, don't you? It's fine. I can get the country. It's small. Am I ever going to take time to learn it? No. Kenya. Oh, Uganda. But no, because there's the national parks. We nearly had one. We nearly had one, but there are the national parks, aren't there? And I've never once looked to see which one's which. I can get Kampala though. I can get Kampala. I'm good at region guessing Kampala, sort of. Kenya. I know. I'm good at knowing what half of the country are in, actually, but I still get it wrong quite a lot of the time. And then as for, I know Mombasa obviously because they only got palms, but as for the deserty bit, Rwanda. Nobody's good at region guessing Rwanda. That's fine. Namibia. There's that little bit of green there, which I know, but then as you can see, it's quite big, and the rest of it, I kind of just click Windhoek, I think. Botswana as well. It's a flat ball of dust, to be honest. No offense to Botswana and its people, but that's about all there is to that, and I don't really know how to guess the different bits of flat ball of dust. So that's going on there. Lesotho and Eswatini, they're too small. Nobody even cares about region guessing that. South Africa, yeah. I mean, again, one of my better countries, I think. Um, but there is just so much. The theme is when you get these big countries and you get big areas like this that to me all just look the same, and then the capes as well. This I'm all right with this cape, but here and then this area here can also look like this, and it's like no, screw you. I've seen Australia there. I'm just gonna go straight to Australia, and that is the biggest one of all because that is just red. It's red with bits of hilly green on that all sort of look the same. Like Tasmania can look like Brisbane, and it's like 3,000 miles away. To me, that is. I'm like, oh, this is a surefire Tasmania, and it's like tropical Brisbane. Um, and then you'll have like the rule is it's red dirt when you're in Western Australia, but I don't know if you know, but the rest of this is also pretty freaking red. And then the red car can also be found here, and like it's you're like, oh, it's flat and it's like Victoria, but it's also South Australia, and that's massive points as well. And then you've just got the outback, which is just a hellscape, and this can look like this, and that can look like that, and it's like tiny differences between grass color and dirt. And I've had enough of Australia. Moving on to New Zealand, we're getting that one out of the way as well. Screw New Zealand. The North Island is basically a South Island. If you've got massive hills, then yeah, it's sound. But like this super flat bit of Dunedin here can also look like a super flat bit on the North Island. So screw that. We'll move straight up into Indonesia. I would happily never have to try and region guess if we're in Sulawesi or Sumatra ever again. There's the poles. You have the. I'm getting annoyed now. You have the poles, which I'm like, definitely those are North Sulawesi poles. And no, for some reason they're also in Sumatra, or they look similar in Sumatra. Um, just doesn't make sense. Like certain countries do make sense to me, where you've got like sort of like Thailand. I'm not. It's not. It's going on the list, but Thailand, where you've got definite palms here, and you can tell the difference easily. Here, palms everywhere, different kind of palms everywhere. There's no way of telling one bit from another by the palms or the vegetation. It can just be completely fake and lie. Malaysia, um, yeah, all of that is just the same, apart from this little bit of flat stuff up here. Same for Indonesia. There's no sort of signifier between where the oil palm plantations are and stuff. Back on to Indonesia. My one rule is oil palms here, but no, they exist absolutely everywhere, even as far away as here. Screw that. Brunei, if you were in the game, I would hate you as well. This is nothing against Southeast Asia. It's just if you played the game, you will understand. And again, for why is it on two different islands? Like one is bad enough. I mean, you've got the polls here definitely that tell you, but if you haven't got them, and now the one saving grace, the one saving grace, which was this little black sticker on the pole here, can now be found on this island. Who greenlit that? Philippines, same as this. Like, yes, it's more palmy down here, and you've got the coconut palms. They can also be found up here. Yes, it's dry up here. Can also be dry down here. Massive country. Don't even get me started on this island. Why is that there? Just ban it. Nobody ever guesses that island. Like Vietnam. Yeah, yeah. The north can look like this, all of this middle. The south is pretty recognizable. Saying that though, you should have palms in the south, but you can also get them coastally and in the middle. Um, yeah, I'll just quickly just go into Cambodia here as well. Yeah, I just clicked non-pen on that. I'm moving on from Cambodia. Thailand again. I spoke about the difference between telling where you are, but there's also this bit here, which is just flat and green, but there's also red dirt, and you're also supposed to go over here when there's red dirt, but it can also be green. So, yeah, thank God Myanmar isn't in the game. I'm not even caring about Laos. It's no, I'm counting Laos as my good country. I do know the different cars there. There's like three different locations in it. Still getting wrong though. Taiwan, yep. Hilly. Hilly. There's flat bits on the coast, which are cities. How do you know which one you're in? Don't read Mandarin. Don't know. Japan, yep. It's a hard game. It's a hard game. But my brain can't ever learn the different kinds of poles, and like you're supposed to know that there's a pole at the top that has an angle to it that's pointed a bit further away, and that'll tell you're in one tiny little prefecture. Can't deal with that. And then I've got vibe guess it, and I'll go here when it's like here. Like there's just no point. It can be like hot and hotter down here, but it also be cooler and snowy. And then, I mean, at least you got the cabbage up north. Korea, I mean, apart from the rocks down here, yep, nightmare. Oh, we're nearly at Russia. We'll move our way through Asia. Bangladesh, it's flat. There's a lot of rice everywhere. Click Dhaka. There's a bit of hills elsewhere, but the rest of it, not a clue. India, yeah, it's going on. It's going on. This looks the same. This can be, it's another one of those ones where you've got like dry bits dotted about, and then you've got like palms down here. You've got Assam palms here, which are like so common. And then they can also somehow be found down here, or ones that look similar. How does that make sense? Like, this can also look like up here. Like, all of this just sort of looks the same. And also, you have shit cam to deal with. What's that country there? Pakistan. I mean, if we're in Pakistan, we're in Lahore. That's not going on. So we've got Laos and Pakistan. Where's Kazakhstan? This one. Need I say any more about Kazakhstan? Not only is most of it flat, right? And just like yes, it's drier here and it's greener here, but that doesn't make sense most of the time. But the rule is you've got hills down here, right? You've got massive mountain range. So if you see hills, you go down here. For some reason, there's hills in the flat bit, like, and then there's also hills up here. Um, Mongolia. I nearly forgot about Mongolia. At least you have the car to usually tell you what half the country you're in, right? That doesn't even make sense, but some of the times that can lie to you. And now you've got new cars to deal with, and it's big, and it's just sort of nothing there except the same landscape for all of it. Russia, my guy, you're going on. I don't even need to speak about Russia. It's just big. No other words. Turkey. Wait, where are we? Turkey, Georgia, Saudi Arabia's not in it. Blah blah. Am I missing anything here? Oman. Yeah, I mean they added like 16 billion more roads to the desert, so you've got like just bits of sand. Yep. UAE. You know what? We'll be generous. UAE. I'm an all right UAE guesser because it's hilly, and then you've also got Dubai. That's pretty much it. I'm being not being too harsh on myself. I'm okay at UAE. Qatar. Generally, now that the new multi system is in place, where it matters how close you are, all of Qatar looks the same. It's going on there. I'm a bad Qatar region guesser. Um, well, Israel. I don't know how to classify where Israel is. I'm not getting into any. I mean, to me, all of that's Palestine. I know. Um, but I just put in Israel on. I'm not clicking Palestine for it. But that goes on as well. It's hilly back here, but there's also hills around about here, and it's dry. And I'm not really talking much more about Israel. Jordan can go on as well. Jordan can definitely go on as well because that is just the same. They obviously I know how we're in Oman because I played the world map, but Oman, Amman, sorry. Um, but there are also other cities that you can be in, and then the rest of it is just sort of desert. And there's also two bits of so you've got the Dead Sea and you've got the other bit, which you're like, okay, I'm guessing on the Dead Sea, this is fine. Like we've got water to the left of us, but it can also just be this bit of sea down here. Good job, Cyprus. I was gonna not put it on there, but I actually guessed the wrong part of it the other day. So because it's quite gettable because you've got the left-hand driving part, which is the British bit, which has got coverage. But it's going on because I did get it wrong the other day. Greece. Yeah. I mean, not only is it hard just to get the country between these three, and for that reason alone, I'm putting all of them on. And Portugal, you can go on later. But all three can look the same without if you don't have any metas at hand. And Turkey as well. So all of this bit along here can just look the same. It can just look like the Mediterranean, which is what it is. Um, and even with metas, it can be hard because you've got the rule is you've got wooden poles here, but you can also have wooden poles here, and then sometimes they exist here and here as well. So yeah, all of them. Not even getting about how to region guess the countries because I mean, say Spain, just dry bits dotted everywhere, green bits dotted everywhere. Doesn't make sense. Italy again. Sometimes it can be dry and hilly up here. Sometimes it can be flat and green down here. No. And then Turkey can just suck a fat one, to be honest, because it's big and it's just dry here. I usually think I'm pretty confident getting here, but then it can also be there. Putting these two on, just blasting through Europe. Serbia, yeah. Um, yeah. Is that Kosovo there? Kosovo's not in the game, so we're happy with that. But all of this, even with the Glitch. Don't know. Tell them apart. Without metas, clueless. We've got Bosnia, yes. Can just look like Croatia, yes. Slovenia as well. All of this can just look the same. So I'm just filling it all in. Hungary, yeah. Austria and Switzerland. I mean, I still sometimes get confused with low cam, especially now there's loads of small cam dotted about. Ukraine, apart from the hills, impossible. These all look the same. They look like this as well. This can also look like this, and this, and this, as well as that and that. Don't even get me started on them too. Right, Scandinavian. Norway's just fake. Like, I've gone down here before when it's max north. They're just flat. And they look the same. Denmark, I'm including Greenland in that. The UK and Ireland, we're just flat, miserable, depressing balls of grey with a bit of hills in between. Iceland, yep. Who knows how to region guess Iceland? Even with using coastline, you can be like, but you can see the coastline is just a mess, so you can't even really line up the coastline because there's like 10 billion little inlets to go through. And the Faroes, because I still go Faroe Islands on Iceland. That's everything, isn't it? We don't have China. Oh yeah, these two as well. Nepal, I've gone Nepal on India, many a time, and I've gone. Well, I just clicked the middle. I clicked Thimphu in Bhutan. Am I missing anything else? Nothing much here, is there? Because of war. Um, Portugal. Yeah, you're on there, including the islands. But I've just looked. That sort of looks like a side-on angle of Lord Farquaad. Anyway, that's Portugal. I'd suck at it. We'll just whack Antarctica on there for the sake of it. Goodbye.